welcome to another episode of Excalibur CCG TV's Talking Comics. I'm Olivia.
I'm Mark.
And this is a show, and this is part of the intro that goes downhill.
It goes downhill. Immediately.
Immediately. Do we have events? Oh, we have GeekCon tickets for sale.
Already? Wow.
Already? They've been on sale online, but you should get them in person.
April, anyway, yes.
There's going to be
we have
people.
kids tickets, adult weekend, and adult Saturday.
Yep, and there's going to be cool people like LeVar Burton and two people from The Office.
The two people nobody remembers.
Really?
From The Office, yes.
Everyone remembers Oscar, maybe not Meredith, but...
And the guy from Rocky Horror Picture Show, Barry Boston.
Yeah.
I know him, but I don't know what he did other than that.
Didn't he play George Washington once?
He was in several TV things, but I don't remember.
There's going to be lots of voices from Dragon Ball Z, too.
Yay. My favorites.
I don't care about Dragon Ball Z, I only care about Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball.
I cried when he
Wasn't Burt Reynolds in that?
Who, Riggs?
Dragon Ball.
Oh, the dude from Dragon Ball.
It was actually called Cannonball.
Goku.
I thought you were talking about Riggs.
Oh, no.
I cried when he got his tail removed.
So tell me, what are there's a lot of number ones for the week of May 29, 2019, because it's the 5th week.
That's right.
Which
at Excalibur, which is 2 locations.
Yep, 2 locations and 2 Facebooks and 1 Twitter.
And 1 website.
And 1 website.
And 1 Riggs.
1 Riggs.
That's stupid.
Those guys at Texarkana wish.
They wish they had a Riggs.
I don't think so.
I think they do, Riggs.
I think they do.
Really?
Yeah.
Everybody wishes they had a Riggs.
Okay, so tell me a number 1, and then I'll tell you a number 1, and then you tell me 1, and then I'll tell you 1.
And then I'll go do number 1.
Okay. And then Riggs will do
whatever
thing he's going to do.
Book that I want to talk about.
Oops, I don't either. Well, we'll just have to skip that this week.
Uh-oh.
For real?
For reals. Was not prepared.
Okay, I'll just talk about it.
Okay.
Without showing it.
Oh, there's a back issue that you should read.
Somewhere.
You pick it. That's mine.
Hey, so tell me about a number 1.
Okay, Angel number 1 from Boom Studios, written by Ryan Edward Hill and art by Gleb Melnikov. Gleb.
Sound like a Russian.
He does sound like a Russian, except I'm not sure what Gleb is short for. Gleb does not walk the line. Angel walks the line between 2 worlds. Or maybe Gleb does too. I don't know the man, so maybe he does. Or a woman. I don't know. A vampire cursed with a soul. He spent centuries battling back the forces that would destroy humanity in an attempt to redeem himself for the crimes committed by the monster he was when he was first turned. But now, when the trail of the most recent demonic uprising takes him to Sunnydale, he realizes that the redemption he seeks can only come at a startling price.
So, now read paragraph
799. As Angel reunites with old friends and old spirits in Sunnydale, he comes face to face with a new demon, one set on destroying a generation that Angel is entirely unfamiliar with. Will Angel be able to adapt to this new kind of foe, or will he succumb to the demons of his dark and terrible past as Angelus? I don't know. We'll see.
To read it.
My guess is that he'll be all right.
Yeah, Buffy's back. Now Angel's back, because you can't have one without the other.
That's true.
Because from what I know, they're equally popular.
They are a package deal.
Batman last night, like KN night last Knight on Earth, number 1 of 3 for mature readers from DC with Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo.
Woohoo!
He's back. I don't know if he went, but he's here.
He's on that one. Yes.
Jonathan Glapion.
He's kind of like
Glapion. Bruce Wayne wakes up in Arkham Asylum. Young, sane, and ... He was never Batman.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
I've never seen this storyline before.
Man,
In other words, you have.
they're pushing it. Pushing the envelope.
So begins the sprawling tale of the Dark Knight as he embarked. It's like Boba Hotep.
Yeah. It actually is.
So begins the sprawling tale of the Dark Knight as he embarks on a quest through a devastated DC landscape, featuring a massive cast of familiar faces from the DC universe, but they're not going to list any. As he tries to piece together the mystery of his past, he must unravel the cause of this terrible future and track down the unspeakable force that destroyed the world as he knew it. ... This could be the last Batman story ever told. ... But that's not going to happen because Batman just reached 1,000. So
Yeah, well, yeah.
they're not going to stop at 1,005.
So that's like one of the DC Black Label mature books. But you can bet that there will be no Bruce Wayne
Don't say
weenie.
You just
No
said it.
Batawang in this issue. You can bet on it.
Can you? If he's in an asylum.
DC put the kibosh on that.
Oh, it's not allowed?
Not allowed.
Whoa.
Wow.
Can't show the Bat PP.
No Batarang. There's Batarang. Okay. Tell me a different number one.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you one. And then I'll
All
tell
right.
you one.
This is volume 2, number 1 of Battle Cats.
Those confuse me.
Volume 2, number 1. It's the second volume.
Yeah, I get that, but when I look at them, it confuses me.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. This is from Mad Cave Studios, with Mark London writing and Michael Camello with art and cover art. Aka. The Battle Cats are back and fiercer than ever. After the demotion of the Battle Cats, King Aramad III forces them to face a series of trials in order to prove their loyalty and regain their former titles. Meanwhile, Valadar and his Dark Cats continue their march towards Stormholt while wreaking havoc, or wrecking havoc, as Chris Hunter would say, across Greenspire in the process. Will our heroes succeed in their trials? Will the Dark Cats make it to Stormholt without interference? Find out in this exciting second volume
You sound so
of
funny.
Battle Cats.
I want to point out how Dark Cats is spelled. It's like Dark Ats.
Dark Cats.
Hey, that sounded kind of rough. It sounded mature, what you just said.
There's probably not going to be a bat pee-pee in that book either.
Gosh.
And
there's
a
no
book
reason to buy
about cats,
Batman.
probably not.
Probably not.
Dog Days of Summer, number 1.
Yay!
From DC?
Yes.
Wait, what? Okay. G. Willow Wilson.
Yes.
And various. And that's the writers. And then the artist is how do you say that?
I used to know how to say that because I went online to see how to say that.
Stage Pan
It's
or Stepan. Like Stefan,
Probably Stepan. I think the J is
but
silent.
Stefan.
Like Stepan something. Stepan.
And Sajic is the last name, something like that. And various. Ooh, he's doing lots of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Who let the dogs out?
Ooh.
Oh no.
I had to do that.
DC does this summer as we unleash the beast within and join Crypto and Superman, Batcow, and Batman. I love Batcow. And Wonder Woman and Ferdinand. It should have been Ferdinand and Wonder Woman because the other ones. And many more for 8 sun-kissed stories in this can't-miss animal-sized spectacular. Okay, but you can't have the super animals, I don't remember what they're, super pets, without Ferdinand, Art Baltazar, and I don't know, his buddy, his sidekick is Fernando Yo or something.
I know Batcow, but I don't.
I've never seen anyone else draw Batcow.
I didn't know Wonder Woman had a super pet. And,
Yeah, it's an orange cat.
oh, okay.
There was
Yeah.
Ferdinand before there was Goose, I think.
Moose
I don't know who this is either.
Oh, Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay.
Cat that everyone's making a big deal of in the movie.
I don't know. I don't follow the pets.
I follow the pets.
All right. Sing it, Riggs.
I've been singing everything you've been saying so far.
Well, you
It's
come
a
over here
song.
and you come over here and sing this little blurb here.
No, you say it and I'll come sing it if it's
Okay, you sing it. Electric Black #1.
Anything for that?
Scout Comics. Written by Joseph Schmalke and art by Rich Woodall. The Electric Black is a cursed antique shop appearing in time or space, any time or space, soliciting customers it hungers to corrupt or devour. The mysterious Julius Black is the store's demonic proprietor and narrator. He, along with his psychopathic employees, regularly manipulates patrons for all their own devious purposes. Inside the eerie emporium, all the forbidden objects have secrets to unlock. The poor souls that enter never leave without something. Its dark light will shine on macabre mysteries, grisly murders, and other frightful occurrences. Dare you step within its sinister halls.
Okay, so it's reverse
Dare you.
Warehouse 13.
Kind of, and it's kind of like Friday the 13th series, too. So, it's a little bit of both. A little mix.
Whoa! Hellboy versus Lobster Johnson?
That's right.
Lobster
Ring of Death is the second part, the like subtitle. I don't remember what you call that. When you have the dot dot and then the rest of it, the title.
You just graduated school. You should know that.
Yeah.
My diploma says that I graduated on the 23rd.
The 23rd.
Like there's a blank where you write the number of the day,
Oh, you can
or
put
the
in
date, and then TH. So instead of the 23rd, it's the 23rd.
I was educated in Louisiana.
Louisiana. Dark Horse, duh. Mike Mignola, duh. Chris Robertson, Mike Norton, and Paul Grist. Two legends meet face to face! Exclamation point. Who will survive when Hellboy and Lobster Johnson meet? Space dot, space dot, space dot. Instead of dot dot dot, there are spaces between these dots.
Wow.
Very prolonged.
Yeah.
This is in the middle of a sentence too. Who will survive when Hellboy and Lobster Johnson meet? Space
space
dot,
dots.
space dot, space dots. In the ring of death! It's not an exclamation point, it's a question mark, but it is in all caps, Ring of Death. Hellboy's
Serious.
infamous misadventures in Mexico are revealed in this double-barreled one-shot.
Ah. So, fun crossover. Lobster Johnson.
Lobster Johnson. That's so
Yes.
Never
Lobster
heard of
Johnson's awesome.
Yup. Oh, you read that one.
Okay. Alright. Oh boy. Alright, I get the My Little Pony.
That's just because I wanted you to read the extra long Angel one. So
Spirit
that's
of the
just how
Forest.
it turned out.
1 of 3. Look, that's fine. IDW.
Yup.
Ted Anderson and Brenda Hickey. Alright, here we go. The Cutie Mark Crusaders are back.
I know who they are, don't worry.
Okay.
They're well
As long
known.
as you do. When Apple Bloom, Scootaloo, and Sweetie Belle take a trip into the woods, they find a forest filled with trash. Just what could be causing this mess? Looks like it's another mystery for our favorite fillies to solve, and one where not everything is as it seems. Is any mystery ever
Dot, dot,
as
dot.
it seems? Dot, 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 no
It
space.
is in Scooby-Doo.
Is it? Well,
Yeah. You ever heard of a sham wow? Well, this one's just a sham. Sham #1 for mature readers from Source Point
oh,
Press. Are they new? I don't
I
know.
don't know. Never done one from them before that I remember. But then I don't remember this morning. So.
Okay,
Jeez, I believe
the
it.
writer was Tim Fuller, and the artist is Various. Various working alone. I've
Yeah.
never seen that.
That's pretty
Or
impressive.
I don't remember seeing that. I'm sure I have. Did you ever wonder what happens when copyrights run out? Yeah, you get a character named Shazam. In this case, it means irreverent cartoonist Tim Fuller, that's the writer of this book,
Okay.
can take public domain funny books from the 40s and 50s and rewrite them with hilarious results.
That remains to be seen.
Well, we'll see it next week.
Yep. On Wednesday. The
Yup.
29th. Not the 23rd, but the 29th.
Yes. News stories for you, the hip, cynical reader. I guess that's you.
That
Hip,
must be
cynical.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, you parentheses, you know who you are. This issue features a malfunctioning robot out to destroy the human race, a cryptic warning from beyond the grave, a flatulent super duo battles a shady psychic, a lonely astronaut looking for love, a time traveler trapped on a strange planet, and more. So it's like,
Fox miniseries.
I was gonna say it's like the Mystery Science Theater books, where they like crawled into an old story from the 40s and 50s, and then just messed around in it, making fun of stuff, became characters. It was a cool little mini-series.
That's all it was.
It was hard to read because you got the speech bubbles that should be there, and then you got the speech bubbles that are the characters from Mystery Science Theater, so you had to like remember the difference.
Interesting way to do it.
But it was cool, still. Riggs is singing. Tell me a number one, and I'll tell you a number one.
Okay. How about from Vault Comics? She said destroy. Number one.
She said destroy.
She said destroy. Joe Corallo. And Riggs leaves. Riggs has left the building. And Liana Kangas.
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 Like Kanga? Well, Kanga's the name of the kangaroo.
Yeah. And then Rue is the baby one, right?
Her son.
Over millennia, Brigid, goddess of the sun. The sun. One word.
The sun.
Has conquered and converted the entire solar system into worshipping her and her alone, save one space colony.
Egypt didn't like worshipping just the sun. Ramses the Third or something tried to make all of Egypt monotheistic and only worship Ra, and they were all like, okay, you're the pharaoh, whatever you say, and then he died, and they were like, hey, that was really dumb, let's not do that anymore.
Where was I? Oh,
save one space colony. I guess that was the space colony.
Maybe it was. The witches of Fae are the last believers of the Morrigan, goddess of death, Brigid's sister, and the only other god left. As Brigid forces prepare for one final battle, the Morrigan prepares to do what she does best: destroy!
I only know the Morrigan from The Wicked and the Divine. But apparently it's like a Scottish folklore belief. And it's like, there's 3 different versions of that person from like just the way that she's portrayed in different stories.
Okay.
So they made her 3 different people, and it was cool.
There you go.
Stranger Things 6, number 1 of 4.
Yes.
I didn't know people were still that into Stranger Things.
The new series. Isn't the new season coming out soon?
I guess.
So it's all getting excited for it.
Okay. Dark Horse Comics with Jody Hauser and Edgar Salazar.
Ooh. Salazar.
And Keith Champagne. Or unless you want to say Champagne. Champagne.
Tag me.
A teenage girl with precognitive abilities, comma, there should not be a comma there, has struggled through a lifetime of exploitation only to end up with the pawn of a government agency that wants to harness her powers for its own ends. That was 4 lines. You've seen the show Stranger Things, but this is your first glimpse of the strangeness that happened before the series began.
Aha.
Okay.
I don't like prequels, so I won't read that.
Haven't you also not watched Stranger Things?
I have actually watched Stranger
Oh.
Things. I have watched both seasons.
Oh. I only saw the one.
And I liked
Well,
the
I
first
guess I
one,
watched
and
half
didn't
of
like
the second one.
that much.
I didn't remember what happened in the first, so it was a little confusing.
Okay. Here we go. It's from DC Comics. Again. Superman Leviathan Rising Special. Number 1. Probably.
Out of one.
Yeah. Ryan Michael Bendis and Various.
The dynamic duo.
And Yannick Paquette and Various.
That one's less famous.
Yes, but still a duo. An all-star roster of writers and artists highlight the new threat of Leviathan, but also tease up new ongoing series for Jimmy Olsen by writer Matt Fraction and artist Steve Lieber, and Lois Lane by writer Greg Rucka and artist Mike Perkins, coming in June. As Leviathan enacts a plan to take down Superman, it's up to Lois, Jimmy, and the heroes of the DC Universe to rescue the Man of Steel.
I didn't know they brought Jimmy back.
Apparently they did.
Or
Yes,
they're
they did.
about to with their own book.
Oh, man. Here we go.
He's singing and dancing.
He is. He's twerking.
But I'm not going to do it on camera. It's all off camera today.
Okay. Wailing Blade, number 1 of 4.
Really?
Okay. Is by Comics Tribe, but if you like the way it's spelled is Commie X Tribe.
Oh.
Like instead of a CS, it's an X.
Oh. It sure is. It's a hard word to say.
It's not that hard to say.
It's like a 4th grade education.
Rich Dueck and Joe Mulvey. The capital H head taker, feared executioner and wielder of the legendary capital W, capital B blade, kills every man who meets his gaze. And, right now, he's looking at Tychon, an upstart bandit, Prince fighting, bandit Prince, fighting to save his father from the chopping block. An oversized first issue with so much skull-splitting action. You're guaranteed to lose your head over it!
Ooh.
Exclamation point!
Ooh, they went there.
Those are the air horns.
Okay, last but not least, is this the first Marvel one that we've done?
Yeah.
Actually? Okay, finally squeezed a little Marvel Comics in here. X-Men Grand Design, Extinction, number 1 of 2.
But without the E, it's just X.
That's right. And it's
Because
the
it's
big,
the X-Men.
oversized.
Always over.
Whoops.
Oh, I guess it is a little oversized.
Ed Piscor, doing everything. Bringing it all to you.
Oh, this is number 1 and 2. I don't know if you said that.
I don't remember, to be honest. Maybe or may not have. If I didn't, then thank you. The series that has critics and fans raving returns for its final installment. The ruination of the X-Men Revisited. Relive the now classic storylines like Mutant Massacre and The Fall of the Mutants, with appearances by Longshot, Cable, and the Marauders. So,
Rated PG. I don't know why. It just sounds like it should be said.
it does. And I'm glad you did, Ray. I hope people can hear it.
Yep.
I'm sure they can.
So that's it for the number 1s. But as always, there are plenty more good things hitting the shelves.
Yep. So my book that I don't have to show you, but I mean it exists, is the what?
I'm just looking for a back issue I can grab real quick, but
Oh.
give me one of those Batmans you just did, Ray.
Oh, here. It's actually a good one.
Okay.
Is the Galaxy's Edge, the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, but it's issue 2. Of like 5 or 4 or something. I don't know. It's got I can't remember his name now. The green guy.
The green guy, Greedo.
Greedo. It's got
Greedo.
Greedo.
I like Greedo.
And it's a good one. The last one was Han Solo. This one's Greedo before he goes to try to get Han Solo.
And this
the
is
Star
in the
Wars
point
movie.
blank range.
Well,
Yeah. And he's like, this is the last time that I'll upset you, Jabba. Okay, well, I have one more mission for you. Maybe you'll be on my good side. Go get Han Solo.
Wow.
He didn't get on his good side. Spoiler alert. Tell us about a book.
this
back
is
issue.
okay. This is Detective Comics number 642.
Hey, I just bagged that.
It's the Return of Scarface Part 2, and I'm assuming that Scarface is in it,
I hope so.
and that he's returned, and
Jeez.
then Batman's probably in here as well. And if this is the final part, then I'm guessing Batman wins. But if it's not the final part, then I'm guessing he doesn't win yet.
Wow.
Thanks, Riggs.
You're welcome.
So go out and get that one. I'm sure it's not hard to
We have
find.
at least one copy.
I think we got 2.
Rick says we might have 2.
Might. It's very possible. It's very possible.
We won't anymore once you come and buy it
That's right. Buy
for
them all.
a not yet determined price.
Because something's going to happen in a movie and that book's going to blow up and then you'll be sorry
Yeah, like
if
the
you don't
Dark
buy
Phoenix saga. That was already pretty popular, but now everyone knows that it's a thing. And don't they have characters in the movie that weren't even... I feel like I saw a character... Like, I think I saw Mystique on one of the trailers.
it. Oh, okay.
And she was not there.
I'll follow that stuff.
I don't know. I watch Hulu and the ads are still there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's the end of the episode.
Yes, it is.
Jesus H. Christ. Hope I can say that it was the most exciting show since I watched those. I can't even do it now. Those bluegills swimming in the lagoon. That is not directly from Jaws.
No.
It's not even a good impersonation, actually. Sorry. That was my attempt to be funny.
Well, it's just...
Farewell and
Well, you made Mark laugh.
to you bears.
Be sure to like and subscribe and comment below and hit the bell for notification and share with your friends. You have those, right? I don't. That's okay though. Bye.
Hey, wait, it's from Jaws. You know Jaws. You know that movie. You've surely seen it once in your life.
Jaws? No.
You've never seen Jaws?
Oh, it's
Oh
the best
my
movie
God.
ever made.
It
It's
is.
my
It
favorite
is. It's
movie
my
of all
favorite
time.
movie of all time as well.